Welcome back. Today in this session we will be discussing about principles of design. Principles of design. In this session we will be discussing about different principles of design. We will describe different concepts of principles of design that are balance, contrast, repetition and proximity. These are the four principles. So we will be discussing these different principles: proximity, space, repetition, contrast, balance. So we are starting with balance. Balance is one of the important principles, and I keep saying that principles are just the rules or guidelines which needs to be followed to make your design perfect. But if your design is more appealing to the viewer and it's extraordinary, so we can always exempt or avoid these principles. But it depends how your design is. But with the help of these principles, we can make our design more perfectly. So balance in design is similar to the balance in physics. We have to put weight or different elements to balance our design. A large shape close to the center balanced by a small shape close to the edge. These are the different techniques of balancing in design. The balance provides stability and structure to a design. The weight distributed in design by the placement of the elements. So different elements can be used to balance the design by just either placing, rotating, size. These are the different techniques through which you can obtain balance in design. The balance is one of the important points for the success of a design. Everything should be properly balanced. Everyone loves the convenience to what they see. So if it is properly viewable, easily understandable, so they like the product or design. Balance in graphic design can be achieved by adjusting the visual weight of each element, both in terms of scale, color, contrast, size, positioning, etc. So basically we are having two types of balance. That is, one is known as symmetric and the second one is asymmetric. Symmetric balance is where everything from top to bottom, left to right is equally divided into two parts. If you can divide the entire thing, just like if you see the image, in this image we have a tree which is equally divided, equally proportionally from center. And if you see the asymmetric, so it has different shape. If you divide the object or design from center, so we find it's not equally dividing. That is what asymmetric is. So type of balance, we have two: symmetrical, asymmetrical. This is an example of symmetrical balance where you divide, and if you see the different images positioning each other from left to right, you can easily identify it is a symmetrical balance. And it's just occurs by placing the visual weight of design each side equally. It can be horizontal, it can be vertical or radial. Depend how you want to present your design. This style relies on a balance of two similar elements from two different sides. So in symmetrical balance, we need to bring equilibrium. Equilibrium is a general style that is often used to achieve a balance in design. Everything should be equally proportioned. Although it is easy to implement, symmetrical balance is difficult to evoke emotion from the visual readers because it was impressed to planned. The other name of symmetrical balance is the formal balance. Formal and informal balance. Asymmetrical is known as informal and symmetrical is known as formal balance. This style relies on a balance of two similar elements from two different places. Asymmetrical balance. Just you can notice these two images here. And if we divide from center, the first image or the second image, we'll find there are some blank spaces on one side and the other side. So this is what asymmetrical balance is. The elements are not equally proportioned in your design. So it occurs when the visual weight of design elements are not evenly distributed in the central axis of the page. It relies on visual games such as scale, contrast, color. These are the different techniques to have a asymmetrical balance by just using scale, just either putting smaller or bigger content at one corner to other corner. Contrast, just having light and bright colors, opposite colors we can have always to give contrast to the design. So we often see a design with the big picture offset by the small but visible text balance because of the visual games. So the second image you can easily recognize. We are just putting a bigger picture, and to balance that we have just put in text with different colors. This is one of the example of value. With the value also we can balance our design. So it occurs when area with bright or high value color is combined with a large area with a dark or low value color. So with the help of color also we can balance our design. You can easily see the entire background is in dark color, and also the big image, the big shape which is coming here is little bit brighter, but the color tone is similar color, and you can just notice the text. To just balance, we have just put in a cyan color dot in between the center. So this is how by the value also we can put or create balance in the design. This is another example of value, color value and everything. You can just notice occurs when a small area with a bright or high value color is combined with a large area with a dark or low value. A man and a dog that has high value, solid black with a broad area that has lower value green. With the help of shape also we can have balance in our design. So we can have bigger to smaller, smaller to bigger. So create a true field of complex composition with a flat field. Complex, more detailed field will appear in balance with the flat area in the opposite side. So these are the different ways how you can do by just putting. The next is the positioning. How you position. With the help of positioning also we can obtain balance. So we can just see this banner. In this you can see there is a logo of the company, and at top right corner and at bottom you can see the cup with same logo. So this has just a position, different positions, and also you can see the text. One corner we are using the other text and the other corner we are using different text with different colors also. So two colors are there, and with these two colors we are playing and try to balance the entire design. Balance in position is another example of the kind of balance. Asymmetrics, where a large object on one side balanced by putting the smaller objects on the other side. And these are the different balancing techniques through which we can obtain balance in design. It is very easily explained by placing the object from higher to smaller or smaller to higher, depend. Then we can put orientation. If you are having a square, so if you just rotate that square, it becomes in diamond shape. So we just, or we can make just give the variation in the square. So it has also, the help of this also we can obtain the balance in the design. Then the value we have discussed, the light and the dark color, the different shades of the color, so that we can obtain the balance. And this is the last one, the color. Color energizes a small square, and If it is bigger, we can have lighter color. If you want to have important information, we can have brighter color. Based on that, these are the very important ways to balance, which helps you to balance any design by putting like placement, orientation, value, color. These are the different techniques. The second, we will be talking about proximity. Proximity is just to bring in closer the group element together, different element. Is simply the process of ensuring related design elements are placed together. Just I have given an example. If you are putting an address of your organization, so it should not be in separate line in different places. It should be together at a single paragraph, as a single paragraph, and their line spacing should be closer. So any unrelated items such as it should be spaced apart. You can remove or you can give more space to that so that it looks different from that particular object. This is how you can obtain proximity. Close proximity indicates that items are connected or have a relationship to each other and become one visual element, which helps to organize or give structure to the layout. This is an example of proximity. You can just view the first image. If you see the Adidas logo, where each elements are given more space and in different position, so it's not look together. But the original image where everything is compact and closer. This is how bring proximity to your design. Similar to that, if you see the second image, there are lots of squares at different places and different positions. And if you bring together same placing, same spacing, it becomes a square and look together. And the third one is the logo of the Unilever. You can easily differentiate. The principle of proximity is simply the process of ensuring related design elements are placed together. Any unrelated items should be avoided and placed differently so that it will look different in the design. Close proximity indicates that items are connected and having relation to each other. In this session, we discussed about two principles. One, balance, and the proximity. Balance is again very important in design. You can have different ways to create balance in the design. Thank you so much.